Cockney and son, now don't be daft. We've got proper opinions and plenty of graft. Old school chat with a podcast twist. So stick the kettle on, you don't want to miss. Cockney and son, 2 generations in 1 London. God blimey, governor.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Cockney and Son, Series 2, Episode 16. This week we're talking about the Mandela Effect. Those things everyone remembers one way, only to find out they've apparently never been true.
Ooh.
We'll also be discussing the rise in phone scams targeting pensioners.
Oh no.
That's thoughts on why they're getting worse, and we've got a couple of terrible dad jokes to finish it off.
Yes, have we?
God blimey, governor. It's now time for a bit of a natter.
Right, so last week I was very excited when we mentioned the Mandela Effect.
You did.
Do you know what the Mandela Effect is?
No, I ain't got a clue.
And also I did mention about that big machine that they switched on.
You did, yeah.
And its official name is obviously abbreviation, but it's called CERN. C-E-R-N, CERN.
Okay.
What's
that stand for?
Time's going forward a little bit. So I'm going to explain a little bit of it so you can understand. Okay, so the Mandela Effect is when a large group of people remember something differently from reality, okay? The name comes from the fact that thousands of people believed Nelson Mandela died in prison during the 1980s. Did you believe that?
No.
Did you? So you never thought that Nelson Mandela died in prison?
No, he came out, didn't he?
In reality, yes, he was released and became president of South Africa and died in 2013. But there are a large group of people in Britain that believed that Nelson Mandela died in the 80s, to the point that they thought that they were actually taught about that in school.
Okay.
So that's what the Mandela Effect is.
Right, okay.
It's about people believing things to be one way, and actually when you try and explain it to them.
Elvis is still alive.
Yeah. That's not a Mandela Effect, but that's like how people thought that he had died in prison, and obviously he didn't. However, some people have a different...
But why would they...
What?
Why would they say he died in prison when he didn't?
No, because it's what a large group of people naturally remember. Like, it's happened that they, for some reason, this is what I'm saying, for some reason, this large group of people, you know, I don't know where it is, or, you know, when I say large, I mean, there's quite a lot of people that's why it's got that name Mandela Effect, okay? Anyway, some people believe that the Large Hadron machine, CERN, was switched on in 2008. Something happened that changed reality itself. According to the theory, timelines merged, dimensions crossed over, and somehow we ended up in a slightly different version of the universe. Obviously, this is all for entertainment value. There's no evidence of this, but it has become one of the internet's most famous conspiracy theories. Okay, so I have got a few examples. And because this is brilliant, because you have no idea what this is, you can't cheat.
No.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a few random things, and you have to just be honest and tell us how you remember it. Okay, so the Monopoly Man. Have you ever played Monopoly?
Yes.
Right. So if you was to describe the Monopoly Man, like the cartoon, can you, without giving it away, how would you describe his face?
His face is like an elderly gentleman.
Yeah. And is there anything specific about his face that he's got?
Not really, no.
On?
No.
So
don't really know. No, it's just a little old boy, isn't it?
Do you think he wears glasses or anything like that?
Got a monocle, hasn't he?
So you're saying that the Monopoly Man has a monocle?
Yeah.
But why do you think that?
I don't know, because of the way he's dressed, like with his top hat and his towels.
But that's fine. But you can't just assume that he's got a monocle. You must have remembered seeing the picture or something.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you about it. He doesn't actually have a monocle ever.
Okay.
But you have just proved my point. You thought that the Monopoly Man had a monocle.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. And when they see a picture of the Monopoly Man without it, they can't quite understand why. So you have had the Mandela Effect.
I have. Maybe I only
the first one.
Played Monopoly about twice.
I mean, maybe that you didn't play Monopoly because it was too complicated for you. If it was about snakes and ladders, or drafts, then maybe you could have joined in.
Yes. But, you know.
So you failed. Explain that then. Why do people think that he's got a monocle then?
I think it's just the way he's dressed with a top hat and
No, but you can't just assume that. What
I know, but that used to be when people used to go around in the towels and the top hat. A monocle was more in favour than the glasses.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is...
And the cane.
But you could have said glasses.
Yeah, I could have said glasses.
But you said monocle.
No, you asked me if he wore glasses, and I said, no, I think you got a monocle, didn't you?
Yeah, but you could have said, yeah, I think he wore glasses. So but something in your brain has said he wears a monocle.
Yeah, it's just the way he's dressed.
Or is the machine switched on and stop you from thinking that? Anyway, so there we go. The first one. So obviously I watched a lot of Disney stuff.
You do?
As a child, right? And there's a famous quote from Snow White, yeah? So the evil queen, she looks into the mirror and what does she say?
When she looks in the mirror, what, the Wicked Witch?
Yeah.
She looks in the mirror and she says, mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Who's the fairest of them all?
And what happened when you said that to the mirror? So why do you say that? Why have you said that sentence?
Well, that's the sentence.
So how confident are you that that's what she says?
Well, now you're saying that, not very confident. No, but everyone used to say mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
But what is it then?
It's actually magic mirror on the wall.
Oh, really?
She never said mirror, mirror on the wall.
Okay.
So this, go back to the argument quickly, is people are saying that it used to be mirror, mirror on the wall in your dimension, in your reality.
Yeah.
But now it's been shifted to these small things that are different, but people all remember them being the same.
Yeah.
So loads of people remember it as mirror, mirror on the wall.
But, you know, you're going to get more people remembering it as mirror, mirror on the wall than...
Yeah, but why are they remembering it as mirror, mirror on the wall?
Because...
Like you can't just... What I'm saying is, if you watched a film...
Yeah.
You can't just make that up.
No.
Like,
but,
and I don't say a large group of people. I'm not talking about all friends.
But it's also like...
That's two you failed on.
No, but it's like you go to pantomime and they do Snow White. Yeah. They say mirror, mirror on the wall. So it's a...
Yeah, no. But this was... Snow White was like one of the first ever Disney films. So we're not talking about when you go to your sad little pantomimes every...
Nothing wrong with that. I'm keeping Christmas. The actors in business.
So far, 2 of the Mandela effects you have got wrong because you are from the other dimension.
Okay, really?
Yeah. Okay. So
we got
a few more. I've got a few more. Yeah.
Okay.
A few more. Okay. So do you like Queen as in the band?
Yes.
How well do you know the song "We Are the Champions"?
Well,
how would you say that song ends?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
No.
Most people think it ends like when it goes, the ending line, it goes, "Of the world."
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it like that? No, I've said it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it doesn't actually end like that.
No.
It's never ended with "of the world."
Okay.
And everyone imagined it to be ending of the world. Right, and I saved the last. So I'll save the last one because you would know this, and this I think is going to shock you.
Okay.
Because you are a massive Only Fools and Horses fan, right? And then obviously Del Boy
best comedy ever
has quite a lot of catchphrases. Yeah. Okay, but one of the top catchphrases was never even used in Only Fools and Horses. What would you say the main funny thing that Del Boy says to Rodney? Rodney, you plonker.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
So you know that Del Boy has never ever said that?
No. Sure?
Yeah. He has used plonker and stuff, but he's never actually said the line, Rodney, you plonker. And that is used, that's on T-shirts, that's...
Oh, right.
People have used that. So he's never actually said that. So that, again, comes from, why are people saying that? How did that happen?
Yeah.
Because it's not actually to do with the time machine. It's to do with, the whole point of it is to say that people don't actually screenshot stuff. They remember it how people remember it. So obviously at some point you've just seen Rodney, you plonker, and you've imagined that he's said it so much that you believe that.
Yeah.
So whether that is to do with people's way of remembering stuff or the switch of the 2000.
You could say that could be in all walks of life, don't it? Different things. people remember things differently to others.
Yeah, but that's why, getting into this is an example of why you shouldn't really trust history books. So, everything that we know about history, going back as far as it can, because we read it, doesn't mean that that's what happened or that's true.
Really?
Well, yeah, because what I'm saying is, if just say the Battle of Hastings or whatever, or something that people reckon, it's like if you tell a story, if something happened to you and then you told a story, and then that story got told to someone else and they changed it a little bit, and then that story got changed.
But that's...
No, but what I'm saying is, and people back then probably wouldn't want things to be written down a certain way.
Because people add things to...
No, but that's what I'm saying.
They'll hear something and then,
Because, and we'll get into this, probably another one, but not anytime soon. But if you go and look at, like, Egypt and things and places like that, and if you like they say, like, how the tombs, the pyramids were built, right? Obviously, they're saying that lots of Egyptian workers, let's call them that for entertainment value, move these stones. But actually, when you go and look at these stones, they're massive, and you're talking like 1,000 years ago. And then there's some stones that have circles, like cylinders through the stone, perfect cylinders that they say nowadays could only be done with laser things. So how did those people do that?
Oh no, I've done no idea.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you can't believe anything really unless you were there.
Unless you was there, which I wasn't.
No, and then there's another places, there's these stones that are put together so well and cut that they are literally slid in together, and there's no way that you could do that.
Like Stonehenge.
Yeah, well, that's not perfectly put together.
No, but I mean, how's that put together? Why? I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Those size them stones.
But how is that possible?
Yeah,
because you're saying,
and the way it's meant when the sun goes, the sun goes right through the middle, doesn't it?
Yeah. So they could do that back then.
Yeah.
Ancient Egyptians could move stones and cut through things with things, but we can't fix a pothole.
No, it's true.
So maybe we aren't the most advanced civilization.
Well, look at the Victorians. What they done, all the underground and...
Well, apparently those tunnels were already there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
and also, this is what...
Well, all of them?
Okay, so this is what I'll say.
Why would they be there?
Well, because a previous civilization used them. So what I'm going to say, because if you don't even look up mud, I think it's called mud stream or something like that, because if you go look at some buildings, and there's some in London, I'm going to send you the TikToks now, or the whatever, you can see some buildings, you'll see pavements, roads going down, and then if you look at the bottom, you'll see like the top of windows.
Okay.
And it's like, well, why is there a window there when the thing is there? What have they built on top?
Oh, really? You think it was an underground city?
Well, and then also what I would say, which I get designs change and stuff, but if you go and look at, even in England, like the buildings from, 200-300 years ago, like the designs on them and how they look so intricate, the doors are massive and things like that. And then you go look at a new build on the new estate.
Yeah.
Why would you, surely, like, how's that possible? They didn't have scaffolding then.
Oh, how would you mean? How did they get the...
How is that precision and stuff done with stuff back then?
That's true.
Isn't it? So you don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Mandela Effect is, what I would say is, people believe, like people don't believe COVID was a thing, and people think that was a way to see how we would all adapt to being told you can't go out.
Okay.
Would we all stay in and we'll pretend that there's this virus because of the way that people, think and that? So you never know.
That's true. Like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. I mean, you could just be like who's just oblivious to it all.
Yeah.
You'd probably walk past an alien.
Yeah.
Okay. You all right, mate?
What?
And then you go, there's this dodgy looking fella.
Oh, you lost?
Yeah. You all right, AT? They'll go, right, God forbid, first contact of an alien would be with you. Hi, we've come to check out your planet. Nah. Oh. Right, bye. Fly off again. If you've got the time, now you're retired, just click it into any kind of YouTube.
I can't do that.
YouTube thing. Or I'll send you the links. You just have to click once on Mandela Effects and stuff like that. And then,
but who's come up with this?
Well, it's just because people noticed, I guess, in a conversation, nothing happened.
Yeah,
because in America, there's American ones.
But then some people said, "Well, it did happen." So what happened to them? They're having an argument.
Oh, they don't have an argument.
But they're having a discussion.
Just saying, well, why are you saying that? Because that's not what it said. But why do you remember it that way? I don't know. But why does he remember it like that? Because we switched on in 2008, and it only works with some brains. Anyway, moving on to something that is very current.
You sure?
And not because of a machine that's been switched on.
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
Adam and Eve it? Would you? I can't believe it. Adam and Eve it.
If there's anyone that can stick up for the pensioners in Great Britain, it's you. You are obviously a pensioner.
I am.
Yeah. And you feel like it's your job to bring awareness to situations that go on. And obviously you had a phone call this week that you knew was a scammer, didn't you?
Well, it came up on my phone, suspected scam.
I mean, that's good because you've got, at first with technology, you've not been great. But since, obviously, under my guidance and stuff.
Yeah, but even when I had a landline, the number will come up. And if I didn't know it, I wouldn't answer it.
When it said, wife.
No, I wouldn't answer it. Yeah. No, I just don't answer if the numbers, because I think if it's someone I know, they'll leave a message.
I mean, it is quite scary nowadays.
I know some people change their numbers.
Yeah.
But I still don't answer it, and they're going to leave a message if it's in.
Okay. So say you did answer it, and they said, "Hi, Mr. Middleton, this is so and so from this bank. So we've got some issue on your account.
Oh yeah.
Can you just confirm this stuff?" What would you do? How would you? What would go through your mind? What was the first thing you'd say?
First thing I say, I goes, "What's your name?"
Yeah.
I'll ask you his name.
Dave.
I said, "Okay. Well, I'll ring the bank, or I'll go down the bank this afternoon."
No.
Oh, I'm not talking over the phone. See ya.
No, I'm sorry.
Click.
Okay.
Down it goes.
But do you understand how people that aren't as wise as you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. I've seen some of the programs they get, and it's terrible how they get conned into there.
Have you seen that advert where the woman goes, "Hi, Miss Thingy, can I just have the first numbers of your thing?" And then she goes, "Oh, can I just get the last two numbers?" Did you see what I did there?
Yeah.
I like that advert.
Oh no, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Especially like you got, as you say, people, they're just vulnerable, aren't they? Some of the older people,
Do you think that younger people are able to spot scammers better than elderly people?
Well, you see some of these programs, it's not just elderly that are getting scammed, you know. There is younger ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends how good they are,
Because there's a program, isn't there, where I don't know what they're called. They're called something scammers, where they are a team that help.
It's the ex copper bloke.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. And honestly, these people are so believable, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. They come across and they're all friendly because they've got that friendly voice and all that, obviously reading off a script.
Yeah.
They're all friendly and they get taken in, don't they?
I mean, it is. I find the sad part with it is obviously that. I mean, it would affect anyone,
of course,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But an elderly person who's just paid 20 grand for, a phone thing because they've been hacked and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, they probably won't recover from that, will they?
Of course they won't. And they won't. Every time the phone rings, they're going to be all jumping and all that, isn't it?
Because it's all right for the techos like you who has an iPhone that comes up saying suspected. I can't say that.
Suspected scam. But I mean, even before that, I'll never used to answer the numbers I don't know. And then if it's a number I don't know, I just block it.
Yeah.
And then it's done, and it's out of the way.
But some people aren't as like.
No.
People are more trusting.
But it's like
don't know the number. I don't answer it. I block it.
Yeah, block it. But when I had the landline, it was like the numbers would come up, and you're thinking, or if I'm a bit like, I wonder what that was, I will take the number and I'll put who called me.
Yeah.
And then it will tell you, suspected scam again, and it'll have all the people that have been
Are you just obviously putting yourself in the non-elderly category? Because a lot of the things that you're saying, a lot of people wouldn't know how to do.
No, it's just a thing that.
So in 10 years' time,
I've always been aware.
When I ring you up and I go, "What's going on?" and you go, "Oh, I've just paid 10 grand to get my phone line fixed."
I think it comes from the family. Should be my family should be a family of scammers.
Yeah.
I think I've learned from them.
But I think, like everything, like how, they say that they can't stop stuff on social media. Like how, like, we can't, there's no way of stopping this and that and that. But then you have a conversation about, barbecues and it's all over your...
Oh, yeah.
Surely, if voice recognition can pick up to say that you're talking about barbecues, that can pick up any type of stuff that people are saying.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that there isn't one way to stop.
There must be a way, yeah.
I mean, it's easy. The easiest way to do it is everybody that creates a social media account has to sign up with, like, your driving license or, your passport.
Yeah.
You can just create social media accounts with an email address that you can make up. So what I'm saying is, straight away, there's a way to stop that. But I don't think, like anything, it's like the social media platforms won't do that because they'll probably lose.
Yeah, these tech companies don't want to. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So what's the worst?
Otherwise, you'd have been numb by now.
Have you, to date, ever had somebody try and scam you? Doesn't have to be on the phone.
No. I'm a bit wary like that,
Yeah. So if somebody, it's that saying, is it? Nothing comes for free,
exactly.
Right?
Like you see so sometimes these like eBay or something, and it'd be like something that is expensive and it's going for a tenner.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's a bargain.
Yeah. Or you go to a car boot sale and you're thinking, oh, how much that, mate? It's 15 quid. Yeah, all right. And when it's about 300 quid in the shops. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to be not true.
Let's just say that there are a bunch of elderly people listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
What advice would you give them to spot a scammer?
Oh, right, look, if someone rings you up from your bank and all that, just say, all right, thanks very much. I'll go down the bank.
Yeah.
I'll ring them back.
Yeah.
But what you've got to be careful is that sometimes like they put the phone down, don't they? And they're still on the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you've got to be careful on that one as well.
What does that mean? So you put the phone down?
Yeah, and then you pick it back up again, but they're still...
But on the mobile, you can cut them
on the mobile,
yeah.
But a lot of them's done. A lot of the oldies is done on the landline, isn't it?
I mean, I don't have a landline.
No, just don't need reply.
So the moral of the story is, the advice is, don't talk to your bank on the phone.
No,
because if it's that important,
no, because if they would ring you about your account, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't ask you for your details over the phone, would they?
No,
you have to. They wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
and you get messages from your bank saying we do not ask for your details or your sort code or whatever. Just don't do it. See you later.
There we go, scammers who are listening. You've got a challenge.
Yeah,
Steve Middleton.
No, see you later,
scam
mate.
him.
No, my great name was a moneylender in Fulham. So,
So it all comes from you.
Yeah, maybe. I ain't scared no one.
It's a family business.
It's terrible. No, but it's when you see on the news or in papers that elderly people, they've worked all their lives and they've been scammed out of their savings.
How do we know that you are not scamming us now? And you're going to end this podcast, go home, and then you're like, go around, where's my 400 quid? Snap. Bang. Yeah, it's not funny.
No, it's not.
It's terrible.
No, it's
and
a serious,
it's
a serious thing. Yeah, it's not nice. And it's
most simplest thing is don't answer the phone to the bank.
Exactly.
Okay, well, moving on, because we're not going to do a word of wisdom this week. Say it like wisdom? Steve.
Nah.
No, but we're going to go straight on to the joke.
Get ready to laugh. It's now time for the bleeding dad joke.
Head to head with 2 jokes each. I think I've got some good ones this week. Not terrible as in offensive, but I think they will both make you laugh. Okay, so I'll go first this week. Okay, you might picture the scene: husband and wife arguing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, would you be able to get into that frame of mind?
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay, wife, okay, that's it, I'm leaving you, you are so childish. Husband, well, good luck with that, because the floor is lava. Do you get it? It's good, isn't it? Well, I made myself laugh at that one. Go on, beat that.
I could have won. The man with the OCD. His wife said, I'm leaving you. I can't get over this OCD. He said, that's okay. Shut the door 5 times on the way out.
You're going to really like this one.
Am I? Isn't it sick then?
It's not sick.
Okay.
It's funny. Okay. So the scene is mother and son talking, okay?
Yeah.
So a son asks his mother, Mum, the kids are laughing at me because my teeth are too long. The mum replies, oh, shush. Now you've scratched the whole floor again.
What's wrong with you?
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good one, actually.
I think it's my best week.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, yeah, so during the week, I had to ring the old week bladder hotline.
Yeah.
It's 1p a minute.
No, I definitely won this week. Other than that, anything else to report? That sports day got cancelled today because of the horrendous rain. But looking out,
yes, I just think the parents didn't fancy it.
Nothing but blue sky. I mean, it does look a little bit grey, but we could have got away with the sports
Teaching
day
the parents
today.
didn't fancy it.
Yeah, and I've got one more week to limber up for the dad race.
Oh yeah, you bet kettle.
Got 2.
Might be.
And Richard always comes in his work clothes. He goes, I can't run in these shoes.
And it's uneven ground as well.
Yeah. Be one of those parents that goes down whilst they're running.
Yeah.
That happens every year.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that was episode 16. Thanks for listening to Cockney and Son. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you follow, subscribe, and leave us a review wherever you get your podcast with. Also, don't forget, you can just ask Alexa.
Yes.
Alexa, play Cockney and Son.
Play that great podcast, Cockney and Son.
So was that any last words of wisdom or thoughts for this episode?
Yes.
What?
It's all the pennies are there.
Beware. Put the phone down.
That's it for this week's Cockney and Son. If you had a laugh, hit follow or subscribe, whatever button's in front of you. Leave us a review if you're feeling fancy, and don't forget to share it with someone who loves a bit of a moan. We're on Instagram and TikTok at Cockney and Son, so come say hello. Thanks again if you've made it this far, and until next time, cheers from the old man and the not so young one.